Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. In today's KSA Cares, we want to highlight an organization that works diligently uplifting communities all across our country. They're proof that we should always stand together. So joining us now to talk about the organization is the Executive Director of Stand Together Foundation, Evan Feinberg. Evan, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, it's great to be with you.
We're glad to have you here because we want to know about the Stand Together Foundation. What do you actually do? Tell us.
Yeah, Stand Together is a national philanthropic community of incredibly generous business leaders and philanthropists that want to stand together to see every person empowered, each and every person in our communities tapping into their gifts and talents to contribute, and in the process, lifting up communities all over the country.
How did your organization, or at least the foundation, how did it start?
Yeah, so the effort with Stand Together Foundation launched about 8 years ago, and really it was a desire to find the social entrepreneurs and change makers that are all over our country that are doing incredible things to transform lives and transform communities, and see how we can come alongside them to help them to do more. And so we've been on this incredible journey, and we're creating some really exciting efforts to drive real transformation in our communities.
You say exciting efforts going through because you're now meeting up and you're connecting with people to get the word out even larger. And you've actually started working with TD Jakes with the Good Soil movement. How did that all come about?
Yeah, well, TD Jakes and TD Jakes Enterprises, they are some of those incredible change makers and social
Yes.
entrepreneurs that are doing the work to transform communities. And so we looked out across the country and we said an explosion of entrepreneurship, particularly in communities of color, would be a game changer for our country. And then we found TD Jakes Enterprises, and they shared with us a really big vision of just creating this explosion of entrepreneurship in the communities that they work with. And so we became partners to launch an effort called Good Soil. And the Good Soil movement is inspiring, hopefully, many entrepreneurs over time. As many as 1 million entrepreneurs is their big vision over the next 10 years. And we're excited to be able to come alongside them and support them and see a vision like that come to fruition.
Why is it so important that we have so much support for this movement?
Well, look, we've got big problems in our country. 46 million Americans are experiencing poverty today. Life expectancy in our country is on the decline for 3 straight years because of deaths of despair. People that are losing hope. They don't believe that they can achieve. They see the circumstances as too dire. And really, we believe that people like TD Jakes and this effort, Good Soil, are inspiring people to see what's possible when individuals can be the best version of themselves. And it creates economic opportunity, but more than that, it changes the face of communities all across the country.
Absolutely. Let me ask you something personal for you, Evan. What does it mean to be empowered? You mentioned that your organization empowers people, but what does that mean?
Yeah, look, empowerment comes from within. Each of us are born with extraordinary gifts and talents and things to contribute. And to be empowered is to be able to tap into that intrinsic strength to contribute to others and create value for others, and in the process, live up to our potential. We're not empowered when we're controlled, when the conditions around us prevent us from being the best version of ourselves. And so, to me, being empowered is really getting at the dignity of the individual and helping them be the best version of themselves.
Yeah, and can you imagine a world where everybody is living their best lives and that we're happy, what we can do, what kind of change we can make? I mean, that's fascinating with your organization, TD Jakes organization, as well as Good Soil, as well as Stand Together Foundation. Everybody working together. So, hey, you know what? This is about community. I love where you're headed. Where can folks go if they want to find out more information?
Well, they can go to standtogetherfoundation.org, and they can also look up the Good Soil movement on all of their social channels and the website.
Evan Feinberg, thank you so much for joining us here. And again, we'll have this information on our website, dailyflashshow.com.